West side when we ride. A west side when we ride. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back, and I'm better than ever, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get it. West side. West side when we ride. We come equipped with game. Any motherfucking pain for the... Oh my gosh, let's get it. I feel good. I woke up feeling real good. We got these chargers upgraded. Okay. Yeah. They upgrading chargers. Everything in the world is all right on this side. Shout out to everybody. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone is being safe right now. We're going to have a great stream. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this new media, baby. We're going to talk about this Death Row East. Shout out to my man from New Zealand, Ty. Surah, I see you. Yeah, smash the like button. Y'all know. Listen, I told you this moment was coming. And it's here. But you've been down with me, so have no fear. Everything is good. But if you ain't part of this, if you the ops, I don't know what to tell you. Because the shit finna pop. Jose, my guy, what up? That little thing we did last week, pause. I'm going to unveil that tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to unveil it tomorrow. Y'all see, me and Jose, me and Real Brother 32, me and Ice, okay. Y'all gonna see. Stay tuned to the channel. Tomorrow's a good day. I think tomorrow. I had to wait for a good day, but we gonna unveil something. So join the Patreon, join the YouTube channel member. It's going down. Support. Like I said, support minorities, support black-owned business. I know that makes a lot of people mad, but fuck them. Support black-owned business. We working. Yeah, we're going to talk about them Golden Boy emails. We're going to talk about this game, the fame, and the females. They looting through the retails. Man, out here where I'm at in the flats, or from this area where I'm from, 707, say it backward, they took a crane through the Best Buy. I don't know where they got a crane from, but they just swung the crane through the game. Oh my gosh. Bro, they swung a crane and broke the doors open out here in Fairfield. Man, we gonna talk about them. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't need nobody. Fuck them. So, without further ado, we about to get started. Hold on. Let me cue the music, because we gonna get started. Hey, listen, before I get started, on a scale of 0 to 10, how's the stream? Latency, everything, clarity, audio. 0 to 10, where we at with the stream before I get started. This is an important show. Like, I got a lot that I want to get off my chest, and I know some people come for that. So, how we doing? 0 to 10, how we on the stream? You see? How we at? How we looking? I check with the channel every hour. That's what some people got to do, because YouTube ain't doing their job with the notifications. But listen, the money's still coming in. I guess I'm blessed. My business model is pandemic proof. My business, because we good. We all the way back. Everything is in the green. We trending up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. We all the way up. It's up with me. So you know what it is, bruh. So I don't know. There's a lot of people in boxing, and I told you this pandemic was going to be so severe. It's going to be so serious, and some people might not be able to withstand it, or they're taking a lot of damage in the meantime, in between time. You see what I'm saying? This pandemic is ruthless. Then to top it off, you got what is going on in America, just the racial tension and the protests and people fed up. So we always been on the right side of history, so I ain't worried about it, because I'm for the people. I'm about the people. I've been about this, baby. But look for the snakes in the fakes. Look for the people that just listen to what I'm talking about, man. Smash the like button. The God is back. The Stream King is back. Listen to what I've said for years on my channel. For years they try to hold the channel down. Like, look, I see it. I know y'all see it. I have interviews. Bro, I promise. I have interviews and shit in major websites. They watch my videos and take from the interview, but then they won't cite my name. They won't. I'm like Candyman. They won't put my name on there because they don't want to give traffic. They don't want to give attribution. They don't want to give credit to that, right? Because a lot of these people are biased. A lot of these people are racist. A lot of these people are envious and they jealous. Snakes and fakes, a bunch of phonies, right? In this game. And now you get to see the money keep coming in. Hold on. The money keep coming in. Y'all see it. Shout out to my man Kevin Slims. Pandemic proof, riot proof, police state proof. Man, we working. Let's get it. Shout out to my man Kevin. The pandemic hurt my detailing business a little. Now, to the innocent victims who been about that life and been about the culture and have no part in, maybe their business struggling because of these crazy hectic times, then just revise your strategy. That's what I'm telling everybody. I'm a business owner. I know how this game goes. Luckily, I don't have like a storefront, brick and mortar, and motherfuckers threw a brick through it or something. But listen, throughout my whole life, I came from the gutter and I'm still here. Like, I came through the mud. I've been dealt things people don't even know. I don't share on the channel, stuff like that. There's a lot that y'all don't know about me. But through the rain and the pain, there's always a way out. There's always a way to elevate your game. And I'm telling you, right here and now, if you take very little from my channel, take this. It all starts mentally. If your mind ain't right, then you can't reach your full potential. It all starts there. So whatever you going through, some people are worried, scared, going through it. Foreclosures, furloughing, lost jobs, have to downgrade cars or, downgrade to a smaller place, move. That's okay. You can prevail. You can persevere. But I'm telling you, if you put yourself in a bad space mentally, then you probably won't be able to do it, or it's not going to be as easy. The best thing you guys can do is cleanse your mind. Get your mind and your mental right. If your mental is right, then you like Pretty Boy Floyd. You undefeated. I feel, oddly enough, damn, my shift just started. Gonna have to watch the replay. Expose them, E. Shout out to Mexico. Shout out to my man Victor. We worldwide with it. I love Mexico. Shout out to Victor. Sending that guap. Hold on. Let me get this Starbucks. Listen, I need a coffee person to sponsor me that got good iced coffees. They need to sponsor the channel, and I'll drink your coffee live. It got to make money. It got to make dollars. But I'm drinking Starbucks right now. This ice cold brew. Look, it all starts with your mental. If that mental is strong, then you know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you're negative and you go into every situation negative and expect it for the worst and, that negative Nancy shit, that's a dub. I'm going to buy a truck next week to go mobile for detailing. See? That's what it's all about. Listen what I'm about to take it deep. We're going to go back, let's say 18th century. All of the stuff that we have predominantly was not available, most of it. Heavy equipment, machinery, they were not available to the indigenous people in the 18th century, right? They didn't have tractors, they didn't have cars, they didn't have cell phones and iPhones and tablets. By far, we are the most sophisticated and the most technologically advanced that we've ever been in any other century. Name a city. You think motherfuckers in 1901 was doing a live stream? I'm coming to you live. Bro, this is a live stream. We unpack right now. I'm here with you right now in the flesh, right? Motherfuckers in 1901 didn't have no live stream. They could just get on a Zoom conference call. That shit did not exist. There maybe wouldn't be a Great Depression, or it wouldn't have hit people so hard if they could just continue their business and, continue making money and conferencing with people on fucking Zoom and Skype and all this stuff like that. We are the most technologically advanced and savvy we've ever been. I told you. I said it all the time. Before all the looting and shooting and protests and shit, I told y'all how to take something and build from it in this digital space. I did that. And maybe this is God's calling for me to expand and expound upon that and show y'all further, because I told you it's digital mob. This didn't come out. I didn't wait till the George Floyd situation and then start slanging and banging digital mob. I didn't wait. This is what I've been saying. So I gave you the keys, like DJ Khaled. I gave you the keys. This digital space is heavy. There's an immense movement. If you're not winning right now, you know, and I'm gonna give people some slack because we're in a pandemic. But before that, if you weren't winning right now, it's probably your fault, because there's so many ways to diversify, and there's so many ways that you can take your business or your idea and blossom it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Daniel Hayes says smash the like button. We working. I fuck with the digital mob. I got ties. Facts. Man, we got them digital mob ties. Let's get it. There's just so many ways that you can expand and diversify, or even just promote. Like, let's say you don't really do anything in the digital space of the world. Like, you don't feel like doing a YouTube channel. You could be a realtor, but get your Instagram popping. That's easy. Instagram's free. You know, you don't have to see. A lot of people, they look at a person like me, they're going to be jealous because I came from where I come from and I didn't have no handouts. And they see that, and they know that. They know I'm not, Eddie Hearn didn't pay my way through no fucking fights. I ain't never had Eddie Hearn or anybody pay for my room like that. You know what I'm saying? And fly. I did this all off the cuff, all off the muscle, all off the 1,000% pure hustle and muscle. Some people didn't do that. They slept with somebody to get a position. Some people let somebody else pay their way through society. Now, these times, these troubling times, these uncertain times, that's the first thing to go. So what are you left with? What are you left with when you relied on somebody else heavily for your satisfaction, for your financial situation? What are you left with? You're left to fend for yourself like you should have been doing from the jump. So guess what? When no matter what's happening in the world, we good. I'm good. I'm good right now because I set my business up like that. You know, I was left to fend for myself from the beginning. So this ain't nothing new. This just take me back to the roots. I don't give a fuck if boxing never come back into the point where media can't. You know, I still gonna have a lane, and I'm still gonna speak to the people, and I'm still gonna talk to these fights. And I'm not saying that's what I want. I'm not saying that's what I hope. I'm not saying I really hope boxing don't come back. Of course I want boxing to come back. But what I'm saying is if it comes back with different parameters, what's that gonna do? I'm still gonna cover it. Still gonna talk. We still gonna be riding for this digital mob. So what's that do? You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people, the snakes and fakes, old media, they let their destiny be held in the hands of somebody else. And that's what I've always preached against. That system right there, you know, putting all your eggs in one basket. I've always preached against this on my channel. Now you see why. Like I said, Eddie Hearn, let's say he paid your way through, because the reason I keep saying Eddie Hearn, because he's the one that said that he paid for media, right? So he pays select media, oh, come out to my fight, oh yeah, jolly old time, all this, right? He paid for you to be at his event and try to blow it up. You think he doing that right now? Yeah, DAZN look like they got some issues, which we'll get into in this stream on this side, the real side. So do you think that's something that he's worried about right now? Or is he worried about his own business? Or is he worried about his garden fights? He trying to do backyard fights. He think he Kimbo Slice. Eddie Slice in the building. He think he the next Kimbo. He doing these backyard brawls. Kimbo Ben did that in 05. Yeah. Word, I just got on Ego made $52 in 2 minutes. Digital mob. That's how we rolling. You never in life, never put your success 100% in the hands of somebody else. Sponsorships, brand deals, that's good. That's great. I'm like Floyd Mayweather. My whole career, I didn't have a bunch of brand deals. I didn't even look in that direction like that. But then, I got hip to the business, diversified a little bit, and I got some brand deals. But at the end of the day, at the heart of it all, if somebody didn't like what I was talking about, like, I'm going to talk about this George Floyd situation, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So if a brand deal said, hey, man, you can't be talking about George Floyd, just don't talk. You can go, because you ain't going to tell me what to talk about like that, because I'm not talking about anything that I don't believe in. So I'd rather, instead of selling out my soul, I'd rather talk about what's important to me, what I feel grows the people. I'm not for sale. You see what I'm saying? I'll do business with anybody, but it don't change the game. And as far as this boxing, let's talk about it. Golden Boy, I made a video about it, and a lot of y'all watched it. We getting traffic on that video, right? Smash the like button. In that video, I brought up a discrepancy, and you're going to see this a lot when it comes to old media. I promise you that. I don't make a lot of promises because I know I can't keep them all. So I only make the ones that I can keep. And I promise you, I told you what I was coming to do to old media. I'm destroying them. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. I told you that. Check the old videos, book it. I'm coming. So, in the case of old media, and in this case, Golden Boy, everything going on in the world, big companies are now forced to address some shit that is the ugly truth of America, right? They almost have no choice. You gonna look crazy, you gonna look, racist and all types of shit if you don't address it, because people are protesting peacefully. People are not having it. Now they acting like they get the picture. And in the words of Alanis Morissette, isn't it ironic? I find it mighty ironic because the same level of support that's out there now, when people in the streets had to start putting bulldozers through buildings, throwing and blowing up shit and Molotov cocktails, they turned this fucking streets to death row, right? They made it to the point where it wasn't comfortable. It wasn't safe to be out there. People throwing bricks. People were just peaceful. People ain't taking it. And I predicted this shit. And now all of a sudden you're seeing people who we know to be old media, and they acting like they've been down for the cause. So I just want y'all to remember that, and I'm never going to let y'all forget that. The ones that were here on the front line and that were about this life, they're not, see, I look at it like an opportunist. Some people are opportunists. They're like, oh shit, this movement's getting heavy. Black lives do matter. Fuck, what are we going to do? Let's put out a statement. But when Colin Kaepernick 4 years ago was doing that, you was saying kick him out the NFL. Fake shit. Shout out to the real ones. David Banner, Trey the Truth, Killer Mike, T.I. People like that who have been Snoop Dogg. Bow Wow. 9-4 plus 5 penny, nigga. Add that shit up, nephew. Yeah, shout out to Snoop. Big Snoop, cuz. Bow Wow. Right? Shout out to the people like that was there from the beginning when this shit wasn't cool, when this shit wasn't fashionable, when your business and the success of your business and people afraid to come out or not spending with you wasn't in no level of danger. Shout out to D Nice. My name is D Nice. Keep speaking facts, pimp. Oh, obviously, we gonna keep doing this. I told you, boxing is a microcosm of what's going on in this world. And it happens to be probably the most biased and passionate and racially divided sport out of all sports, because boxing ain't no sport like this. Boxing is mano y mano, man versus man, woman versus woman, and people take their race and national pride and they infuse that into their views and who they support and all that shit. We see it. And for years, y'all try to play dumb. But how is there all this stuff, racial divide in the world, but your dumb ass thought it wasn't in boxing? Explain that. Explain how that would even exist. How throughout the world you see police brutality and these different things, but you think the racist is just like, man, there's nobody that like boxing. We'll keep this sport pure. Man, that's not even a realistic world. So people like Paulie Malignaggi, he told you right before this popped off. Paulie Malignaggi, he told you. He said there's no race in boxing. Race doesn't matter. Maybe back in the day it mattered, but not today. That's what Paulie told you. I told you the opposite. Since my inception in this game, I told you the opposite. I said, you know that's not true. Because it was the ugly truth, whether you wanted to embrace it or acknowledge what I was saying or not, you knew it was true. But again, you have people like Paulie, they told you the opposite. Now what they got to say? Now, when you see all this tension, all this divide, all this difference, you know, and how certain people are disproportionately killed in custody, you know, asphyxiated, stepped on, kneeled on, all this shit, right? So tell me how there's no racism in boxing. Shout out to Ariel Helwani. I don't know him like that. The money keep coming in. That's what I do know. Look, y'all gonna get this work. I told you. Look, this is why they hate. Look, because the money keep coming in. Y'all see the PayPal, man. I'm PayPal Shotty, man. I'm Venmo Shotty, man. This is why they hate, because I speak my piece in peace, and we get compensated for it. Oh, my gosh. Let me get to my man. Oh, my God. My man Hamza in the building. He said, respect, bro. My older brother is mixed as well, so I know how uncomfortable and hard it is to have dual allegiances. That's what makes me respect you for speaking out and keeping it real even more. Keep up the good work. Plus, I like the video you did on Golden Boy's racist emails and the hypocrisy, too. Shout out to Hamza. That's his message in the super chat, in the PayPal super chat. Y'all got to smash the like button. Listen, I told you once, I told you twice. I ain't going to keep saying it. If you are racist, if you don't like what I'm saying, oh, come on, man, get back to boxing. Get the fuck off of my page right now, bro. I don't care. I don't like you. I don't want you. I don't need you. If the issues that I'm talking about, because you're part of the problem, so we got to just wash our hands free of people like you. If you don't like what I'm saying, I'm talking to you, like Mike Tyson said, I'm talking to you how I want to talk to you. If you don't like this conversation, it's the ugly truth. It's the reality of the world we live in. Then leave. I want you gone. I want you eternally block them. Like, let me know. Say I dare somebody to say I right now. And you getting blocked. Shooters on guard. If you don't like these conversations and you think this is some bullshit, say I so my shooters can clap you in the eye. Let's get it. I'm not playing. Listen, say I dare somebody say it. I don't care if it's a joke. You ain't welcome here. Cause you don't see no joke. You don't hear no joke in my voice. I dare somebody to say I right now. Okay. Say I, because you part of the problem. You know, it's like if you know a motherfucker have a gambling addiction and you keep telling them to go to the casino and driving them to the casino, you part of this shit. You like basically an accessory. That's how I look at this shit. You're an enabler. There's a lot of racial enablers. They may not themselves be all the way like racist, like, you know, full on Clayton Bigsby and KKK, but you're an enabler because you're allowing this bullshit to keep happening by trying to stay silent. And then wonder why niggas get violent. Oh my God, man, stop playing with me. Stop playing. He said Paulie talking wild. I blame bare knuckle fight. Nah, he was saying stuff like that before the bare knuckle. Salute, Ego. What's up? Shout out to you. One hitter quitter. Yeah, we hitting old media with the one hitter quitter. Again, people don't want to have these conversations because they know it's real. No matter what you feel, you know it's real. You know what I'm saying is true. And I've been talking about it. And just so you know, Now that the shit, new media basically took over the whole fucking world, the ideologies, the beliefs, the struggle, the quest for equality, the quest for, to rid the game of double standards and pay close attention to these issues, as it pertains to race in America or around the world, or discrimination of any sort, black, brown, anything. We've always stood for that. So guess what? During this pandemic, I don't give a fuck because I'm right at home. I'm right at home with this, because this is what I've been telling you. It's like a person been telling you, oh, the British are coming, and you didn't believe them. That's your fault. And if the British come and just like the man predicted, then what you got to say? What do you have to say? Nothing. He already warned you. So you think the guy that delivered the message, the Paul Revere, he ain't shook about it because he knew it was coming. He seen the shit. He told you that what it was. It's your obligation to, interpret that. And if you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. Paulie is from Bensonhurst, one of the most racial, hold on, let me adjust this. Racial hoods in NY. You remember Yusuf Hawkins? The people are racist down there. When I was in NY, people talked about it. Yeah. Box of Ego, people are not really talking about something brought to my attention is those EMTs that came for George Floyd's were cops. They did no CPR and were wearing bulletproof vests. Great point. Yeah, it's funny how that works. Yeah, if you're a cop, you have to pass certain CPR courses and shit. You're a first responder. So you already know what that is. Bro, it be like, I'm not saying this would have been right, but you have spectators on the street telling you what you're doing is wrong, and you continue to do it. Now, I understand a spectator might say, get off him, like if in a scuffle or something, people might get involved in that way, but they're saying you're being inhumane. He can't breathe. You already have him. Oh, my bad. I get sidetracked. Shout out to Tillman's Yuri. I want to say shout out to Ariel Hawani. I've been at fights where we're in different worlds for the most part. But he was at Mayweather McGregor and shit, and I seen him. He's cool. I ain't never really had no dialogue with him like that, but he does his thing with the show. I like people like him. He just stay in his lane, do his best, and he leveled up. I respect it. I respect the hustle. Don't know him, respect the hustle. He came from smaller websites to an ESPN show. Respect. But he just posted, and I thank you for getting me back on track. Right? Hold on. I got to talk about this Ariel thing, but he said spectators should have gotten involved. Fuck that. No, you can't put it on them, bro. Cops have weapons. And people have families and stuff. People aren't going to try to apprehend the cops and then everybody gets shot. Because then that's the first thing they're going to use against you. Oh, he ran up on me, so I, put 3 in his chest. So that's stupid, bro. He's saying the spectators. If the cops ain't had no weapons, those particular cops didn't have no weapons, then it'd be a different story. But you can't do that, bro. When they got that Glock 19, and then that's attacking an officer. That's going to be an easy way to sweep that one under the rug because you've seen it happening. What people should do instead of filming or one person film to get the action and then someone else call 911 on the cops, maybe that's something we can do. Say, hey, we got 3 cops, this man did it, because that's going to look real bad. Imagine if that would have happened. So everyone quick to pull out the cameras and Snapchat. Fuck all that. Have one person keep focused because we need to see what's happening in the clip. There's 2 people, that's 2 cell phones. You feel me? That's 2 cell phones right there. Give some claps for my man, Mr. 704. 2 people, that's 2 cell phones. 1, you the cameraman. 2, you on the phone. Call 911. You know how bad that 911 tape would be if that got released? These motherfuckers won't keep getting acquitted and shit. Hey, 911, there's this guy, he's not resisting, and he's complaining he can't breathe. And there's 3 officers on him, 2 on his feet. His blood circulation looks like it's compromised. And then 1 dude kneeling on his neck. Imagine that. I know y'all gonna show some respect for Mr. 704. We need them clap emojis. Nah, sometimes you gotta get involved. That was unacceptable. Bro, you guys are saying foolishness. So how you gonna expect good Samaritans to get involved by attacking the cops or getting the cop trying to get what the fuck you gonna do when somebody has a weapon and you don't? That y'all sound stupid. I ain't promoting that. Bro, that's an easy way for if they already doing this to this man, what the fuck you think they gonna do to you? You try to grab their hand. They'll say, oh, I thought he was reaching for my weapon, so I blasted him. Come on, bro. Y'all, listen, take all that radical far out shit off my channel, bro. Because that's not even realistic. All you have to do is be running towards a cop and then he can say, my life was in danger, so I blasted him. And you guys telling the people to have done something. Come on, man. This ain't a movie, dog. It sound good until you get them fucking buckshots in you. The cops should just be doing their job anyway. So it shouldn't come to a level. What the fuck? Do you know how much cops make? There's a lot of cops that they get beautiful lives based on their salary, right? What the fuck is the taxpayers paying for if they can't even do their job right or they don't know how to handle certain situations? So why do taxpayers have to pay their hard-earned dollars and taxes towards funds like that? And then on top of that, we got to police the police. Come on, bro. What you have a job for? That don't even make sense. But anyway, let me get to Ariel Helwani. Ego, you see what Paulie said on Twitter? No, I didn't. But let me get to Ariel Helwani. Shout out to him. Yeah, a documented call would be horrible. One person on the camera. F racism, facts. One person on the camera, one person calling for some better police and some emergency personnel, EMTs and paramedics say, hey, this guy might lose his life because we watching it. We need someone down here ASAP. So then you're going to look extra vile. The people did all this stuff, called the police on the police, which you shouldn't have to do. But they did all this shit and you still allowed this man to pass? Okay. But shout out to the Chargers getting upgraded. That's a step in the right direction. And the other cops being arrested. Step in the right direction. New media, gang, digital mob. Listen, I talk about what's uncomfortable. I don't have no fucking comfort zones. Y'all pussy. A lot of y'all pussy. A lot of people in boxing is pussy. There's fighters take punches in the face for a living. You ain't afraid of that, but you afraid your brand will be compromised by putting Black Lives Matter or talking about this shit you know is wrong. Pussy. All that shit is pussy behavior. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, hold on. Y'all gonna turn me to Ego Valley. I wasn't even trying to turn into Ego Valley. Listen. Ariel Helwani, this is a real life tweet on his verified page. Just so you guys know. He says, I honestly had no idea how many racist and anti-Semitic people followed me on social media. Sheesh. Today has been quite the learning experience. Very disheartening, but I'm happy I know. I just hope all of those who threaten to unfollow actually go through with it. Now, the one downside I will say to Ariel Helwani in that tweet is you in the UFC and you're acting like you didn't know this existed. That's a bit weird to me, but shout out to his realism in the tweet, and he said exactly what it was. Me, on the other hand, I'm not Ariel Helwani. This ain't Ariel. This ain't what you're dealing with something different. I'm a different person, to each his own. I come at you raw. I give you that raw, that uncut, that pure, right? I told you what it was from the beginning, and I ain't gonna cookie cutter this shit. I told you what it was. I pointed it out. I pointed to the easy work. A lot of these motherfuckers is racist and really biased and all the other isses in the world. He tweeted that. I salute to him for that. But he's like, oh, yeah, I didn't realize how many racist people, follow me. See? So what happened? New media been telling you this. New media been telling you this, that this is the what's up with fans. People like Paulie Malignaggi and old media and all these coon channels and shit. They said, "Oh yeah, Ego's a race baiter." The black channels, why with the black? I thought I was the race baiter and all this bullshit. Ooh, this new media finna overtake the globe, bro. Somebody explain to me. When I was telling you this from the jump, like people like that stood before me, Colin Kaepernick, right? Y'all said we was tripping. There's no racist. Remember Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own? There's no crying in baseball. There's no racism in boxing. That's what y'all said. Y'all said I was a race baiter and click baiter and masturbator and all this other weird shit. But now look at it. Now you have another big personality in a similar competitive, sport, competition, combat sport, right? And he said, man, I didn't realize how many racist and anti-Semitic people that follow me. Because what happens at a time like this is you have people who they see your plight, they see what you're saying, and they don't like it. So this makes them real uncomfortable because they being outed. Bro, do you know that? Listen, I think I screenshot it. Let me see if I have the screenshot. CT Fletcher just said something. Shout out to this man, bro. It was dope. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Look. And shout out to James the Beast Wilson. He says, have you ever noticed that the guilty cry the loudest when confronted with the truth? Very well stated. Have you ever noticed that the guilty cry the loudest when confronted with the truth? I don't know if that's an original quote or what, but that was dope. Shout out to Mr. Shav81. $2 shmoney gang. You see what I'm saying? The guilty cry the loudest when confronted with the truth. Told you. So, they'll throw all types of smut and dirt on my name, or attempt to, which don't ever work, but they try to. They'll say, oh, Ego sucks, Ego racist, Ego's biased, he's racist, he's homeless, whatever less I am on that given day. All right? But they won't rebuke or rebuttal the points that I've made. They'll just say, oh, Ego's right. It's projection, people. People oftentimes project their innermost fears and feelings towards you. Like when I first started this YouTube, people were like, what are you doing? Like, what's to become of that? Why are you putting so much time into that? Because they too weak to do it. Listen, it all makes sense why I did the YouTube route. Because look at me now. And why some of those people are still working regular jobs for other people. I get to do what I love, So make sure your vision, it don't have to make sense for nobody else but you. But anyway, about these races, most racists are anti-Semitic as well. Facts. I mean, if you racist, it's not like you just attacking necessarily one group. Sometimes you do, but you probably have ill thoughts toward, if you ain't fucking with blacks, you probably don't like Jews, you probably don't like Mexican people, you know what I'm saying? Or you stereotype, Asians, something. So it usually doesn't just affect one group because it's just pure ignorance anyway. Anyway, it's getting real ugly for old media. And listen, all I'm asking y'all, I always empower y'all to make the decision. Don't let these shape-shifting old media motherfuckers have a place at the table now. You ain't got no spot. Bro, the kitchen, the cafeteria is closed. You wasn't riding with it. I promise you. Bro, you gonna really turn me to Ego Valley, all y'all. Y'all gonna turn me to Ego Valley. The cafeteria is closed. If you wasn't listen, if you watch somebody's videos, you read somebody's articles, and they try to go against everything that new media said, which has now been exonerated and proven to be right, don't let them have no spot at the table, bro. Shout out to Chris Trucker. Yeah, Money Talks. That's that Chris Tucker. Oh my God. I said shout out to Chris Tucker. He just sent a super chat. Money Talks. That's Chris Tucker. Bars. Let's get it. Calling someone a race baiter is often a way to gaslight that individual in order to disregard their argument. Facts. Facts. Y'all keep saying these real life facts. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling them facts. Yeah, them dead ass facts. But listen, it's looking over for O Media. Don't give them no spot at the table. You ain't welcome. You ain't about this culture. You didn't care what was right. You didn't care what was fair. You didn't care about black fighters and black athletes and Mexican fighters and Mexican. You ain't welcome now. Now that this shit is fashionable, motherfuckers turn the streets to death row, and you have no choice but to stand up for something and act like you're a part of the movement. But don't let them. You know what people said. You know what I said. Hold me to anything I've said. I'm waiting for it. I can't wait. Hold me to anything I've ever said. General Squirrels, you dig. Salute to Ego. He been calling this ish out. Facts. Check my Golden Boy video. We gonna talk about Golden Boy. Listen, good luck to the zone. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. So let's talk about this Golden Boy situation. I could keep going. I'm gonna keep going. If the fans want me to keep going, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm gonna keep going. If the fans want me to keep going, I can end it right there. I've said a lot of what I needed to say. But if the fans want me to keep going, say hell yeah in the comment section. Get them likes up. Everybody put the likes up. Even if they don't like us, they still watch. Let's get it. Bars. Oh my God. I said, get them likes up. Even if they don't like us, they still watch. And they want to be just like us. I took you to the underworld. Move like a lichen. Let's get it, bro. I'm ready. If y'all want this real life work, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'll keep going. It's up to the fans. The fans run the channel. All right, now let's talk about the Golden Boy email real quick. Golden Boy posted like Blackout Tuesday and, George Floyd. But Errol Spence, a year ago or whatever, when he fought Mikey Garcia, Oscar came out of his hiding wherever he was, or his cave or whatever, and said, hey, Errol, sign the Golden Boy. We'll get you the most money, and boom, boom, boom. Errol Spence called him out. I made a video about it way back when it happened. And he said, nah, I'm cool. I don't like the way you treat black people. You don't treat black people well, brother. Now Golden Boy acting like they bout the cause. Okay. The other thing, fuck the Errol situation. That's just, an add-on. That's just to build up to what I got for you right now. There was a Golden Boy PR person talking with a guy that worked with Ring Magazine, which is owned by Golden Boy, and they were exchanging dialogue talking about how there was an imminent lawsuit against Al Heyman. In that, they called Al Heyman the Black Hitler. I don't want to say the true word, but Inglourious Basterds, they called him the Black Hitler, right? Which is an awful comparison for anybody to rate him, to that man who did all that and caused all that destruction, World War II, right? They also called him the N-word, the person writing, the author of this. And Golden Boy did not want these documents admissible in court, but this information still came out, right? The information still came out, and it's printed and everything, right? So it's just funny to see that companies that had a situation like Golden Boy, that had a situation that cut black people particularly and was never addressed, you the same company throwing the fist up and being like, yo, we with it. Blackout Tuesday. Do you see the problem? You see the dilemma? What if I did that? What if there was something like, let's say I had somebody work on Boxing Ego and they did something that offended Boy Scouts, because I don't want to use race. I'll just use, I'll use something else. They offended Boy Scouts. They were rude, talking about troop leaders, all types of stuff. So they offended Boy Scout. I did nothing about it. I never really said anything. I never addressed it. I never rectified the problem really, and I never put the people's mind at peace. Now, fast forward to the future, the Boy Scout movement is bigger than ever. Like, Boy Scouts being unjustly treated and this and that, and the movement is bigger than it's ever been. And then I'm like, yeah, Boy Scouts, we're not gonna take it. Listen, does that sound right to y'all? Does that sound right? Man, block this 10 flick dude, bro. We gonna flick you up out of the chat. Block him. Oh my God. Block him. Yeah, we gonna flick you right up out of here. You a gnat. It don't sound right to me. And that's what old media wants you to forget. I told you. Shapeshifters. They not riding for the same points. They the same. These are the same people in old media said, I'm a race baiter, I'm racist, and I'm biased, and I hate this, and I hate that. And now they acting like, hey, we're all one. They're the ones telling you, hey, Paulie's right, There's no racism in boxing. They're the ones telling you this type of stuff. And then now we supposed to believe that they're our allies. It's fake, bro. It's fake shit. Because if you really felt pure in your heart about the stuff you were saying, then you would have been riding with what we were saying from the beginning. You see how that works? You don't just wait till something is. It's the fair weather fan mentality, the bandwagon mentality. You waited till something became so big, so global. They're in New Zealand. They're in the Netherlands. They're in the UK right now protesting. Yesterday, they had protests in all 50 states. You waited for it to get this big and this exposed and this crucial, and businesses losing money left and right. You ignored me. You ignored Colin Kaepernick. You ignored the great people before that had actually forewarned you that this was a plague, this was a problem plaguing our society, our sport. Now all of a sudden, you got your fist in the air, and now you want to black out with people. Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it, because if you was really about it, you would have been about it from the beginning. Don't curl up and tuck your tail and be sissified when it wasn't fashionable, but now everybody's doing it, from HBO to Netflix. They all blacking out because they know. I told you guys from the beginning, Death Row East believe in that. I told you the power is in us. The power is in the people. We have the voice, bro. We can shut down everything. Boxing is no different. Boxing is this big in terms of the world's money, right? That's one fraction, one sport, one fraction of the money that's out here. We could shut this whole shit down if they don't feel us and they don't hear us. And I told you all of this. And now that it's happening live on TV, right in front of your face, on Instagram, on social media, on YouTube. Now you've seen it. Now people are getting the picture and acting like they been about equality. Nah, I reject your deposit. We shook Dre's punk ass, now we out of the closet. Mob Deep wonder why nigga blow them out. Next time grown folks talking, nigga close your mouth. Beat me. Bro, I reject your deposit. I'm not having that, bro. 21 gun salute, dressed in fatigues, black jeans and boots. We disappeared in the crowd. All you seen is troops. This little nigga named Nas think he live like me. Talk about he left the hospital, took fire like me. You live in fantasies, nigga. I reject your deposit. We shook Dre's punk ass, now we out of the closet. Mob Deep wonder why nigga blow them out. Next time grown folks talking, nigga close your mouth. It's on, bro. I promise you that. Peep me. I take this war shit deeply. Didn't seen too many real niggas fall to let these bitch niggas beat me puffy. Let's be honest, you a punky, you would see me with gloves. Bro, we against all odds with it. Fuck that. Shout out to the real ones that rode for the occasion. They and see, this is the thing. I tried telling y'all, even if you never experienced it personally, so many people are telling you that this exists and giving you soliloquies and examples and, real life accounts of what they went through. So it was even if you never dealt with it, the racism, you didn't see it, double standard, it didn't happen to you, it was still your obligation to hear us out. Now we forced you to hear what we was talking about. Pensacola, we talked tonight. Now all of a sudden it got too loud, the volume's up too loud. they have no choice but to hear us. And now everybody's, in unison. But where were you when I was saying this years ago? The treatment of Golovkin versus Andre Ward. The treatment of Tyson Fury and Lomachenko versus Terrence Crawford on ESPN. Where were you then? Don't try to switch up. It's over. Everything starts from now. It's over. I promise you. So that's all. Shout out to Israel. Yeah. He a real one. Shout out to him. Yeah. We the last style benders now. A dude at my job said it wouldn't be so bad if they didn't talk about it. I don't even know what that means. Fuck them. So anyway, now basically that's my whole point. All this shit we've been telling you about, it fell upon deaf ears because they didn't feel they had to deal with it. The racists and old media and, in the world in general, old media, right? It fell upon deaf ears. Now the music is too loud. It's far too loud for you don't have a remote. You have no way to turn the volume knob down. The music is too loud. You have to acknowledge that you hear it. Before the music, when the movement first starting, the music's up 0.8 decibels. They're like, I don't hear that. Then we turned it up. We cranked it up to 1.8 decibels. Then 2.2 decibels. Little by little, we kept preaching the same thing. It wasn't changing. We were talking about inequalities, double standards, etc. The new media way. Then we turned it up to 4 decibels, 5 decibels. Now we blowing your fucking speakers out. You have no choice. We got 15s in the back of the truck. In a box, we got 2 15s. You can't act like you don't hear it now. So I can't wait to see old media crumble, because all that bullshit they was talking about going against the dawn, now you see. Everything I said was justified. You see it. There's no way the world is the synergy and everything is so off when it comes to racial injustice and police brutality, but it excludes boxing only. And this is what I told you in the sport of boxing. So I don't give a fuck. We won. That's my time. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed. I got a lot of content. I'm not always going to talk about the issues because we've already laid the foundation and the groundwork. So I got some regular videos coming as well. But, I do what I want. I talk about what I want when I want. Look for the snakes and the fakes. Look for the phonies. The people that weren't with me, they were against me. They weren't with us, they were against us. They weren't riding with new media, they were old media. The people that weren't on the front line, now they think the shit's sweet. There's no space left at this table because you wasn't one of them. You didn't put it. That's like, let's say it's a hot ass stretch of weather in California. I got an analogy for y'all. Fuck that. I was finna end, but I gotta get this analogy off. Smash the like button. Let's say there's a heat wave in California, blazing temperatures, 102, 101, 103, right? And we said, hey, man, we building this pool in the back, so we got to do some landscaping. We got to get it ready, and then we're going to build it. You have somebody who, let's say it's a house that has multiple people living there. One person was not a willing participant. They watched you through the window pane, eating their cereal like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., eating Lucky Charms and shit, and watched you slave away with the other people in the house, like let's say it's the Real World house or whatever, right? They watched you slave away, go to Home Depot, trips to Lowe's, trips to Home Depot, measuring things out, landscaping, digging holes, trying to create this pool. You're doing this in the blistering, blazing heat. Little by little, you start to see some progress. That pool, at first you couldn't see nothing. Now that pool is starting to take shape. It's starting to take form, right? Then you can see a whole pool. Then you start filling up with water. Now, for these hot summer days, you get to jump in that pool. You think the motherfucker that was in the house gonna reap the same benefit? Nah, fuck that. You can't come to this pool. You wasn't with us. You wasn't rocking with it. You wasn't helping. If anything, as we was working, you was throwing rocks at us and shit. And you was making it worse. Now you want to have the luxury of being in the pool with us? Nah, that ain't happening. And if you guys listen, If I feel like if you allow sucker shit, you a sucker. So if you allow old media to go against the dawn and go against everything we stood for, everything we preach, everything we've been about, and now when it's so boiled over, you let them in the pool with us, like, you know, they get to relax and just chill off our labor, then you a sucker too, and you should leave. Suckers allow sucker shit. We ain't allowing that. So hold everybody to the standard. If I fucked up and my channel blow the fuck up and explode and don't get no traffic because I didn't keep it real with y'all, so be it. But I know that's not gonna happen because I kept it 10 toes down on all this shit. So all the coon channels, all the people that said, oh, there's no race in boxing, oh, race baiter, then I can't wait to see what happens to you next. You know, all the people that got mad at Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, WBC ex-champion of the world, oh my, to this day, right? All the people, remember, oh yeah, he's out of his mind. What do you mean? All lives matter. All this bullshit when he was talking about what he was talking about, and to this day and shit, and they try to ream him and act like he didn't know what he was talking about. Yo, people too! You know, when he was doing that, and then the fans was like, oh yeah, what are you on about? Yeah, you keep crying. You blacks are crying. Little Black Channel. Now, I can't wait to see what happens, bro. Because you know the prodigal son has returned. The people are rising. Our voices will be heard. Absolutely. Thank you for your time. I got a video coming soon, ASAP. Check it on the channel. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'm out.